Welcome back, awesome Action Toy fans and subscribers. Today we have a Soldier Force 9 Operation Sub-Zero set. I already bought this for the vehicle, which I think has got a lot of potential for like a police SWAT or even a Mad Max style post-apocalyptic vehicle. But we also have some sort of a base HQ guard station here and a rather rubbish looking figure. But I bought it for that. A bit expensive for what it was, I guess, what I'm getting, but it looks pretty cool. On the back or side of the box, this just shows you some of the features. The man fits inside. There's a gun that fires. On the back, it shows you what we get inside. So that sort of guard outpost, the figure, and the vehicle, and more features such as you can take the back off, and the grate opens, and there are some opening stuff, and the gun can be moved from one place to another. Just attention in other languages and some artwork on the side. All right, let's get this open and see what it's like. Chat May is, I'm not sure this is a Chat May one or a rip-off Chat May, but Chat May do the Soldier Force stuff and other bits and bobs. They do some really nice vehicles, and if they were to invest some time and do some market research on what sort of adult collectors want, they'd make a fortune. Because some of the vehicles they make are fantastic. Some of the ones the older ones that you can't find anymore, really sell for a lot, like the Osprey. Never got it, never even saw it in the shop, but that looks phenomenal when you see it when you see the pictures online. So let's have a quick look. So the guard outpost looks nice from the front and nonsense from the back. The vehicle's looking pretty good. The fact you can take the gun off and the back opens, you can fit guys inside. And this opens, it's looking like a good set, like a good buy. Okay, so what I'm going to do is pause this, get these bits off this car, then come back and we'll have a closer look. So I'll be back in an instant. Okay, so here we are. What's really nice is it didn't have those sort of twist ties on the back, apart from one on this guy. It had the newer system of these little screw parts, which are really easy to unscrew and get the vehicle out, which was nice, saved you time. So we have the vehicle, we have the figure, we have the sort of guard outpost, we have the rockets for this big gun here. What? That is way too powerful. And we have his weapons here, which are rather large, and also the guard outpost, or whatever this set comes with, this rather big gun here. That's going to work really well with 112, let alone 118 scale. Okay, so let's have let me just pause this, get my missile and come back. So back in a second. So let's have a look. Let's start with the figure first. Well, I go down the gym, look at me. His arms are splayed out wide, they don't go any closer. He has a left and a right, a small left and a right. His arms go all around at the shoulder, and he has a bicep bend, gets about 90 degrees on both. Legs go forwards and backwards, and a small bend, that's it. It's a good toy, I'll give you that, but it's not for the adult collector. To stand up and put a bit closer for you. I mean, there are parts you could use your customizer. Then the weapons, he has this, seen these before. Small pistol, pretty good. A huge, almost like a 44 Magnum, but bigger. Another sort of pistol, and then like a huge Uzi looking gun. That would again probably work for 112, and a mobile phone. Then the guard outpost, we have this little radar dish which sort of turns around, the little lights that move. There is no detail on the inside whatsoever, and just on the outside. But if you paint it up, that would look quite nice. However, I will be donating this to my colleague at work, because she's got a couple of sons. They can play it. I'll give them this and the figure, and probably this gun thing here. And maybe some of these guns, because I think I'll keep... or see what works with 112 and keep that, and the rest I'll give away. Okay, let's look at the vehicle next. Just put this on the relative safety of the ground. Keep this one up here. Okay, so the other gun here. This is what I said, looks like it could be 112 scale. I've got any 112 scale? I have, but not really suitable for holding this near me at the moment. Okay, I'll use Morbius for scale, but his hands aren't made for holding this sort of stuff. I'll stick him in just a videos. He's pretty cool. And yeah, that's a good skill. Look, if his hands were made for holding weapons and not these splayed out guns, that would look pretty good. So I think I will be keeping that one. Okay, so vehicle time. Oh, what's this? So there is an antenna on the back I just saw that goes up and down. Okay, the gun goes left and right. You can take it out, I think. Looks like you can. I hope you can. These are fixed in. This part does, however, open. You can put figures in there if you want. What's really nice is you can open this part at the back as well. And according to the back of the packet, you can somehow, there we go, take this whole thing off. Though inside you can seat figures there, it is a bit small. And the gun platform has feet holes and a peg. And this, ooh, it comes up as well. That's nice. Now, interestingly, I can't see any screws. You look at the bottom, it's all clipped together. And now, depending how stiff the clips are, that could be good or bad. Because if you want to repaint it and take it apart, sometimes screws are better. Because the clip, if they're really hard to, God, that's going to be hard. If they're really hard to undo, it's going to be really difficult. But not bad. This is a bit narrow. Feels like it could be wider. Does that one come out easy? That might do, you know. Yeah, that will come out quite easy, I think. There we go. Just a little hole where the clip goes in. So I can take that out. What about taking the gun off? Do you want to take the gun off? Yeah, gun comes off easily as well. Oh, you could keep anyone with that foot platform. Still not sure if it's worth it. It takes up so much space on the inside, and it's a bit uneven. You've got this on this side, but not on that side. Okay, so clipping this back on looks to be just a simple push in from the side. Yeah. And the same on the other side. Easy. There we go. Looks pretty cool. Now we need to get an idea of scale in a moment. First, look at the details. Some nice details on there, has to be said. It needs to be higher and wider and a bit longer. Not a bad job. Taking this front pot off would expose too much or not? Okay, let me have a look. Cool. I don't want to break anything. Yeah, you could force the front part off if you don't want this grill thing on the front. See, I would be tempted to take it off and then cut the top part off here and leave that part there, but I don't know. The only thing I'm really disappointed about is the doors don't open, and making those doors open is doable. We have to find some really small joints, hinge joints, to make that happen. And obviously the interiors, like you got a seat and that's pretty much it inside there. Not a lot else going on in the front. Okay, let's leave this off for the time being. So let's have a, in fact, I'll put it back on and take it off again. So I want to have a look at it for scaling with another vehicle or two with this on, otherwise it looks a bit strange, and then I will take it off and see about putting figures. And so I've got freewheels nice rather, which is cool. Okay, so let's look at scaling first of all. So I will use my one of my buggies which I repainted, and I'll stick this in just the videos, and it scales quite nice with the buggy. But the buggy just looks kind of big. This should be bigger still, but still scales okay. And then I'll use the Joy Toy Crazy SUV. And now this is going to look tiny because the Crazy SUV is big. And now we can see that this looks way too thin. Looks like a different scale. It looks way too short. It wants to be bigger because it's a truck. I'm not even sure we can fit a side-by-side comparison on. Let's have a try. Yeah, it looks tiny, but it's still doable. Let's have a look with a couple of Joy Toy figures I just picked up to use with this review. I picked these ones up because they're sort of semi in white anyway. So from the front, okay, from the side, okay, it's not bad scale. Just that when you put them inside in a moment, it's going to look a bit small or compact. So let's take this off again. And let's have a look about putting figures inside. So if I do her in the seated position, she should be able to sit quite well. She's got the articulation for it. So put her in the driving seat, as it were. She fits in quite nicely. You can fit two figures in there. If I close the grille, you can still see her, she's all right. If we go to the back, this becomes problematic. See, sitting on this side part here, she's going to be too tall for when the roof goes on. That is the problem. If I sit it on the other part here, it's so low down that she will fit, but you'll probably only get two figures sitting facing opposite, but what's the word? Staggered. So not together, but like this from each other. So let's have a look at that. So they can fit if they're staggered. But then you've got this empty space here. I guess someone could stand up there. Let's try putting this on again with them then and having a look how that fits. And they fit nicely, you can see. But if they're on the other one, she might make it, you know. Let me try so I can stick on the other part. This part here. No, too tall if she's on that raised part I showed earlier. So they can fit if they're staggered, and everything will still close and it looks pretty cool, and you can fit two in the driver's side. So originally you can fit four figures in here, and then if you want you can have another figure just standing up in the little turret position, where the turret the gun was, in the little crow's nest position, as it were. Kind of hole's a bit small, so she fits. Bear in mind I've taken the footrest away. Okay, that's with no footrest, just the head. If I put the footrest back, let's see what space it takes from inside. It won't affect my figures that are there now, I shouldn't think. Come on. Was that in? Yeah, that's in. Okay. So you can still get your two figures staggered with the footrest in. And the foot platform. Now that that's there, your figure will stand up about almost, yeah, waist up will be out of the vehicle. To be fair, it's a decent vehicle for 118 for the price. It's not bad. And even the scaling, even though it's a bit small, it does work quite well. You know, if you're into your This would probably be huge for like 1/25 scale from Joy Toy, but it could work for that as well, but be massive. It's not a decent, it's not a bad vehicle, and I like the fact that they've got the fact that you can take this back part off and this part opens and that part opens is good, and it's easy to take the foot plate out if you wanted to. It's not a bad vehicle, it's not a bad set all in all. I'm glad I picked it up. It wasn't that expensive. It was, how much it was, probably too much what it is for what I'm going to use it for. I think I paid about £20 UK in total for this. But with a repaint, that'll look pretty spectacular. Okay, this is Awesome Action Toys. I'm signing out saying please like, share and subscribe. I'll be back to more Awesome Action Toy videos for you. Stay happy, keep collecting, and check out the rest of my content for more awesome videos on different toy lines and different toy scales. Bye-bye.